different setup today. We see how this works. Warbler? Warbler. Come on, baby. Sending you to Millennium Community School. You know your vocabulary better than that. Warbler? Alright, let's... So we got the black signal off. We opening up the black lines in a second. Hold off on calls so after we get done with the toast. We're going to make it move through the toast. Make sure we salute those ancestors. And we're going to do this afternoon's Toast and Talk. You know, I'm going to try to get away and do some of these articles. Okay, we got the chat up. Let's see what's going on Facebook. Let's go do what we need to do. We give people time to get up in here. It also gives us time to make sure that everything is up. Get Hootsuite up out of sleep mode, because we got a few articles that we need to talk about that we was going to talk about yesterday, but we really didn't talk about. So, you know. Oh, the black signal has went out. We got 6 new messages on. Sweet.
Sweet. Not sweet.
No, sweet. S-U-I-T-E. You didn't know you could spell sweet like that, huh? It means room, space.
There's different ways you can spell certain words.
That's right. Different ways you can spell certain words. And some that you would never know unless you just read. That's why it's important to read books. Too far over now? Okay, I'll stick with it like that. Let's see here. Oh, got a message from one of my daughters. Let me see. Okay, cool. That's all. All this is messed up.
My sister?
Yeah, your sister. It's one of my daughters. Is your sister, right?
Yes.
But I spoke to her, so it's an old message. All right. Cool. All right, we up live on Facebook for sure. So let's go and edit this post. Let's make sure our chat is up and stream on our Streamlabs. I don't want to close because I got a lot of work. Yeah, I got a lot of writing I need to do today, and I want a lot of writing I should do today. I guarantee that I'm gonna do it. But we'll be starting up here in a second. I got all my tools. I got all my tools. Gina G. Got all the tools. Let's see.
Where's your third phone?
Third phone right here.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn it on in a second after we do the toast, because it'd be murdering the names of the ancestors, and don't want to get the ancestors upset. So you know, fam, we got a lot. What's up, Sister Navita? We got a lot to discuss. We see the smoke screen that's been thrown out here on the international waters with this bombing of this car, causing international beef. You know what I'm saying? We could talk about that. There's a lot of stuff going on out here that we could talk about, fam. I want to make sure that we open the lines for those discussions if you find that they are important enough for us to discuss. You know what I'm saying? You can hit us up. I will be opening up the black line right after we get done lifting up the glass. But I want to welcome everybody here to the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority.
The place where your hustle feels muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media.
Of course, you know this is a Heart of Simple production, and this is the Daily Toast, and this is our Toast and Talk on the weekend.
Where we strive to blow up your old paradigms.
Brother Brother Kwame say, great Kuumba fam, make it a great day. Sister Navita says, how many points I got?
Daddy?
You said you hungry?
I'm about to go take a bath.
Alright, go and take a bath.
Yay!
Navita want to know how many points she got, so let's go on to the points.
200.
She got a little bit. Ooh, okay. Okay.
3,000.
Alright, here we go. Brother Kwame is leading the pack with 2,840 points.
What?
Sister Navita is in 4th place behind Gye-Nyame Journey with
745 points.
Okay, Brother Hatim has 671. Because I'm doing the show, so I can't do it. Me Too 666 has 140. Makava got 120. Davy 711 has 120. Darren Dard has 120. Kimberly Sambu has 115. I'm surprised. So she must be tuning in to us on Facebook or just listening on the phone. So I won't go through the rest, but we got a bunch of people in the competition. Some with 10.
How much I got?
Gina G.
You just passed it.
I did.
Yes.
Gina Brown, 20 points.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
You need to go and get, you in 4th place. You are behind. I mean, you saying that shit like I got it set up. First off, the Restream bot is always going to be in the front because it's always posting up. So actually, you in 3rd place behind Gye-Nyame Journey, which really don't count. So that means you actually in 2nd place. So you, what? You mad? Because I put you on the spot where they got you on here. Okay, so you in 2nd place. Because Restream don't count, and Gye-Nyame don't count.
That's not possible.
But, so that puts you in 2nd place. Are you satisfied now? 745 points? I mean, but right now you earning points by participating on the chat. So that's a beautiful thing. Thank you for asking and reminding us to check out the points. Shouts out to Brother Kwame, who was in the lead. You know what I'm saying?
Not possible.
What's not possible?
Somebody got 2,000 or something.
That's the Restream bot. But that's Brother Kwame. Brother Kwame got 2,000 points. That's Brother Kwame. The Restream bot is always gonna have the most points. You know what I'm saying? I go in and put them at 0, but they always gonna catch up. But they can't use the points anyway. But Brother Kwame and Gye-Nyame Journey, which is when I'm on here putting stuff and adding stuff on and stuff like that. And then Sister Navita. Alright? Then after that, that's me, 671, Brother Hatim, that's me. We got a Restream bot, another Restream bot. We got another Restream bot on duty. Then that's me right there. Then Streamlab is even trying to get in the game. You know what I'm saying? So, hey. But y'all need to check out that merch, fam, because them shoes. Ooh, I'm just waiting. All right.
Keep them for yourself.
Hell yeah, I'm getting the shoes for me. I'm getting the shoes for me. 2nd place sounds better. Come on, man. Nobody trying to soothe your ego. She want to feel good. I want to feel good. 2nd place sound better. All right, so we about to go on and hit it, family. So go on, like and share, family. Remember, because like I said right now, one of the articles I'm putting together is on tribe building. We got a tribe up, so make sure that you are checking us out on. Let me go on and I'm just gonna post it up. Our free e-course, www.freegnjecourse.com. You growing up, that's good.
Can't even fit on that no more.
You can't even fit on it no more? freegnjecourse.com, freegnjecourse.com. I'm just trying to see if it shows up. Okay, it showed up. So go and click that to learn a little bit more about tribe building, nation building, how we do it at Gye-Nyame. Also, be sure to check out our merch store What's the merch store, Brother Hot Tim? What's the merch store? Those that are new, check out our merch store. GNJmedia.live/merch. Go on, get at the merch store. Get you some of that Daily Toaster gear. Also that Gye-Nyame Journey gear, we got it. And last but not least, be sure those that want to go on and help us, GNJmedia.live/tip. Hit us up on that tip jar. Because we're starting to raise funds right now because we are moving into Malcolm X Festival season. We have exactly 4 months now. About 4 months to raise funds and get this Malcolm X Festival popping off. I think we're gonna set a goal to raise. Well, let's go and set the goal now. We want to do $5,000. We want to raise $5,000 for the Malcolm X Festival. $5,000. So you can help us by hitting up the tip jar. You can also hit us up at Cash G, capital G, capital N, capital J, capital M, small EDIA. Hit us up on Cash App. Also, we're going to be putting up other promotions and stuff like that, having giveaway contests and all that, so that we can raise this money for the Malcolm X Festival, because we want to bring a dynamic speaker. We want to have dynamic entertainment. We want to make it so that you could come and know that you're going to get up and be able to dance. You're going to be able to learn. You're going to be able to hit the vendors up and have a good time. But with all that being said, you know what time it is now. That was a great segue, Brother Hot Tim. Yup, you did it. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water. But first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Or should I say, breathe, then drink. Take a deep breath, fam. Man. Now grab your glass for that water. Get your picture of that water. Lift that picture of that water. Simply pour your water. Y'all real clean? Drink. Or should I say, live, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink your water. Stay nimble. Move your body, drink some water. Move that body. Move your body, drink some water. Hey, family, move your body. Drink. Or should I say, move, then drink. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Now, take your breath and drink some water. Lift and pour yourself some water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. Or should I say, breathe, drink, eat, move. Which are the 4 pillars of life in the Gye-Nyame Journey. You need to get on so that you can learn by hey. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Move your body. Toast your ancestors, drink up. Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Drink up. Family, 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 family. I want to thank each and every last one of you that take the time to tune in to our Toast and Talk Saturdays, and especially to the Daily Toasters that are on here with us all the time. Now, Sister Kim, you need to get in the contest. Go on, get on GNJmedia.live if you can. I don't know if you can from Wazadugu, because you got some points on there, because, I want you in the contest, because once I buy it on Streamlab, they got to send it wherever I take that back, because I thought I had stuff up there before, so I don't know what they have to do. So I got to go and look through my little my little contract or whatever I got with them and make sure stuff is together. So I finally have the ambrosia finished, and I think I might go out with the girls and do some deliveries today. So, I don't know, because my daughters is kind of rough, the girls is, I thought boys was, but Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. I thought boys was, nah, hell no. I'm trying to tell y'all, so that y'all can see. I got that ambrosia. Now, this right here is the unfiltered. This is my unfiltered. Woo! Oh, I was you see? Oh, y'all can't see it. Damn. Let me move it up a little bit. It's moving. It's on the move. If you can look down there and see, it's on the move. It is on the move. Let me go and hurry up before I get on my computer. All right. So I was kind of concerned about this batch, but I was wasting my concern. I wasn't able to get all the corks that I needed. Let's see how it pours. Oh yeah. I got a few gallons left because I got some orders that I got to get out. So either I'm gonna be delivering or trying to make arrangements to get with the family to get them their orders. So like I said, people need to know. If you online, let me know where you are or how you want to do it. And then at the same time, I get Kwame his shirt, because I owe Kwame a shirt because he won the very first contest we threw. Sister Navita won the second one. I know y'all be like, oh, that's suspicious. No, they participate in this shit. So, people call it what they want. They participate. Every morning they up. They commenting on everything that we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Just get on that G&J Media so that you can get everything popping off. But yeah. Oh my God. I can't wait. Can't wait to sample it. This has been out the barrel for about 2 days, and like I said, because I have the cork tops, it is possible for me to it's more possible for me to get them out and get it out earlier so that you get the full freshness of it. Kwame's mixes done. Both elders, mid red. I got 2 reds done, and I got a ginseng done. So let me see. That's 2 for Kwame. 2. I got 5.5 going. Actually, 5.5, 6. I might got 1 or 2 left. Like I told you, I'm trying to get to 10 for every order. You know what I mean? Well, I mean, like I want to do, how can I put it? I want to get up to, by the end of this year, about 30 of mine. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, but anyway, family, that's neither here or there. This is that ambrosia health drink. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. All right, let me focus so we get to our conversation. So first off, family, we want to raise our glass to the creator by whatever name you choose. Call that creator. We lift up our glass and we salute and we say, if you're going to make some deliveries today, I guess Elder Ori Pianki is listening in. So I guess I can make that. Do you have mom's drink ready? Yeah, I got yours and your mom's ready. I got to switch yours out because you like yours filtered. So I let yours sit in with the unfiltered, and then I got to just switch bottles with yours. Same thing with Ori Pianka, because Ori Pianka just texted me, say, if you're going to make deliveries, it's mine, yeah. So I got Ori Pianki's. Because he ordered. I got your full orders. So that's 4 gone right there. I got Elder Alona's as well. So that's a half gallon. Somebody else that ordered. Let me think. Somebody else. I can't think of who. Anyway, it don't matter. They'll get with me. You know what I'm saying? So, and I can deliver those a day. If y'all want me to deliver those a day, I can deliver all those a day. That'll be 4. And I contact Elder Alona, unless one of y'all gonna take Elder Alona's for her. Got that. I don't know if Sister Cynthia want one. Sister Cynthia said she wanted one yesterday, and I got one. Hey, Sasha and Gina.
Yes?
Can somebody, can you come here and look down the basement? I hear some water running.
No, that's my bathtub.
Oh, that's the tub. Okay. So hurry up because we're going to have to make some ambrosia deliveries. All right. So, first giving honor to Creator by whatever name you choose. Call that Creator. We lift up our glass. We salute that Creator. And we say, thank you. From there, family, we move on. We move on to our list of ancestors. Illustrious ancestors. We raise up the glass to them. We salute them. And we start off with Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robin, Tex, Under Davis, Herman Brown, Sr., Rosalie, Tilly, Georgia, William, Walter, Chris, Pendergast, and Eileen, Chris, Feen, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallard, Montague Pittmanell, Nomo X, Pet Mott, Rob Malika Fakour, Dr. Marion Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Emily Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusef Weston, Elder Ageni, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, for this role, Sterling and Lucy Wright, there, Gail Pulley and Luxor brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Johnson Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Triggs, Francis Johnson, May Franken, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renneman, Virginia Rogers, Rem J. Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Rem Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Mel Del Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bert Beatty, Sarah Weller, Vita Farmer, Agoso Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Linda Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter. I'm sorry, lost my place because my computer cut off and it's hard to get on. All right. I'm just going to start because I don't want to miss none. We're going to start at Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Dan Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Ritterman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Karen Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah J. Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Mel Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bert Beatty, Sel Weller, Vita Farmer, Agoso Sue, Shel Harvey, Charmaine, Evelyn Theodis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Linda T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Seth Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Anna Johnson, Paulson Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, May Esther Keisha Larice, Linda Watson Hammonds, Gerald Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selva Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bolden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavina Hall, Freeman Bankster, May Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kenty, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quails, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quails, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Harry Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Imatep Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs, the senior, Thomas Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Eleanor Howe, Frank Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas. That's who it is. God damn it. I could make corrections on that today. Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinelli, Imatep Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Eleanor Howe, Frank Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Denny Monez, Gina Rook Jones, Jana Callahan, William Walter West, Nigella Parrish, Elder Basi. Hey, whatever y'all spraying, y'all need to stop. Real life here at Gye-Nyame Journey. William Walter West, Nigella Parrish, Elder Basiji Falani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Elise Waters, DeFriedis Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scantleberry, Wilson Hadley, Emma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Kevin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Cadney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nayland Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Chrissy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaneko Parsons. What are y'all spraying? Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaneko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Akabuki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word I, Stacey Trash, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Cleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Where Irby, Jim Crochet, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch. They spraying it so thick over here that is... What are you spraying? What's that smell? Come here. Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimmel Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Hare, Tubman McKay, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Senior, Mally Miller, Housley Hatch, Dak Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Doretha Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson. What is that?
Cleve's room.
What you mean Cleve's room? Cleve ain't here. So Cleve's room is smelling up by itself? What you mean you don't know? What is it in Cleve's room that's making that smell? Why is y'all messing with Cleve's cologne? Gina! Oh my God. Y'all see, this is real life here, Gye-Nyame. Get out here. Is she in the tub? So is you?
She got in the tub. She got in the tub when I was in.
What was you doing in Cleveland's room? Come on now, I can't stand when y'all give me that spaced out look.
We were looking for his bubble.
His what?
Bubble.
They his. So don't mess with his stuff no more. Go close his door.
We did.
So they ransacking their brother's room because he's not here. As I say all the time, it's real life here at Gye-Nyame Journey. Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott. What? Oh, she was spraying his cologne? All right, Sasha, you about to get in trouble. Rachel Saunders, Doretha Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Cofer, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford, Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Hairston, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erton Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carley, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Bond, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Raymond Laura Newton, J.B. Froggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.A. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Carwell Sr., Robbie Lee Carwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easley, JaVale McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Chekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broaders, Reginald Albert, Mazarin Coper, George Swan, Emmanuel Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles A. Scott, Michael Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Minnie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. We have Joella Giles, James Carswell, Roberta Adams, also known as our sis, Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shane Lewis, Ronald Sheldon Jr., Damian Top, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Dermonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McHale, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quincy Sample, Candace Simmons, Severin Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkins, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacey Trice, Denise Goray, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khaled is in transition, also known as Nigel Turner, Demetrius Lewis Flint, Alberta Woods, Geneva Simmons, Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gant, Sharifa, Oscar Kane, Audrey Gripper, Dominic Nichols, Ruthie Lane Johnson, Teresa Sambu, Aunt Maxine, Uncle James, Harry Munger III, Tamara Dowdy, Nicole Harris, Julia Taylor, Richard Bozeman II, Ruth Carter, John Carter, Mr. Thornton, Johanna, Jasandra Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry Essex II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, Alauti Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny, Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers, Elijah Juan Hakeem Nkomo. Hold on. Hey, Navita, call in and give a briefing on the book, or give me a call when you get a moment. All right. Elijah Juan Hakeem Nkomo, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, Dr. Premi Mackey, Victor Bowden, Drusilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Talton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Desi Woods, T-Lar Woods Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Annie Simpson, Jamara Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Nettie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samanda Demond, Ethel Marshall, Steve Dougie Shelton, William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Drusilla Morrow, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Morrow, Sylvester Foster. We raise up our glass to all of our ancestors and we say with one loud, resounding Ashe. So the counts for these devices be way off, man. It don't make no sense. I want to welcome the one Twitch watcher we have. We got our first person on Twitch checking us out. Raise the glass to you. We want to give a round of applause since we are toasting the moment. We want to give a round of applause to all the Kuumba babies. We got at least one in the house. Family! We raise our glass. To what? To all of the Kuumba babies, as well as to this moment. In this moment, we have the ability to do what those in the past could not do, and those in the future cannot do as of yet. We are in the present moment where the action is. So we have a responsibility to take this moment and make sure that the actions that are happening are helping moving our people forward. So we raise our glass to the power of this moment, and we recognize the responsibility that we bear in this moment. And we raise the glass and we salute it, and we promise to work with it to the best of our abilities. And we say, Ashe. From there, we move to our future, our children, our children's children, on to infinity. You know what we say? I know y'all know what we say. We say Ashe, right? He said, what's Twitch, and is it like a twerk? Twitch is another broadcasting platform. It's more for games, but they're moving a little bit more into the IRL or in real life streaming like I do. So we got our first person watching on Twitch. So, shout out. So now we move to our children, our children's children, on to infinity. And we say, Ashe. Family. From there we move on to, did I do our children? Yeah, we just did our children children on to infinity. We say Ashe. From there, move on to all of our relations. And we say Ashe from all of our relations, family. We move on and we toast. This is for you. That selfish moment. We in that selfish moment. Oh, my fault. Family, we sped right through the moment and I didn't give y'all the proper education. So let's go back. We go back a little bit, and I want to make sure that y'all know that today is the day of Kuumba. Family, I'm challenging you to go out and grab pictures and ideas about Kuumba that you can share online. You can share on Gye-Nyame Journey timeline on any of them. You can post on this video because it'll still be up. You can post on this podcast on whatever platform you're listening from. You can post up an example of Kuumba, or you can just go to Gye-Nyame Journey Media on Facebook and you can go on and post it up there. But Kuumba is the day we want to activate that reticular formation. We want to seek out the Kuumba, right? Because it's there in our community and we need to go on and make sure that we hype it up. For those that don't speak the language, Kuumba means creativity. Order is the demonic principle of the day. The color is orange, as you can see by my shirt. I need to get me an orange hoodie. Cause and effect. Cause and effect is the Hermetic law of the day. Male name for the day is Kwame. Female name is Ama. So now we move back to that selfish toast, right? We're moving forward fast, right? Boom. We move back to the selfish toast. What is it that you need in this moment? What is it that you need in this moment, right now, in this moment, to move towards your greatness? We toast and we say Ashe. From there, last but not least, I toast the most magnificent, the most marvelous, the most uplifting, the most outstanding, the most beautiful individual in the world. And we say Ashe. 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 Brother Kwame got another quiz for y'all. I'm throwing up a prize behind it. I got a Daily Toaster hat. Daily Toaster hat going up for anybody that can answer his question. Of course, I got to handle the postage and the stuff like that, but I'll shake Kwame down for that later. What numerical value is 100 in base 4? God damn. I think because of the cold snap, it did something where I still taste honey. The process is going down. But there's like a barrier around the honey. You don't taste it immediately. You get the wetness. You get the wetness, then it's followed by a subtle sweetness, not super sweet. Yeah, this is gonna age nicely, and it's gonna be dry, very dry. All right, at least that's my prediction. All right, so let's move on to the conversation. If y'all want to have some, I'm going on and I'm putting on the transcript so that we could go and keep track. Mom will love her drink with the little honey flavor. Cool. Then it'd be best that I get it out to her today because this cap has popped off 5 times today already. So that means there's some activity going on. So this is my personal gallon. I'm going to get me another personal gallon out because I just thought about somebody else I got to call because I didn't get their batch together. But I'm going to see if they want the original. If they want the original, they can get it today. If they don't, they're going to have to wait a little while. But anyway, call lines are open. Call lines are open. All right. Dry. All right. As far as taste, it's right before all the honey is ate up, but it's not sour, it's not vinegary, but it's not sweet. It's just, it's there. You know it's there, and it's it's not super sweet, but it's not sour, it's not bitter, it's not vinegary. It's that right there, and you drink it and you get a satisfaction, but it's not the same as like this one is kind of, you still could taste the liquid, but it's hard to describe, man. Let me think about it. Let me look it up. I gotta look it up so I give you a good description. Somebody just called in on the line. Who this on the line?
This would be Nay Nelson on the line. Nay Nelson on the line.
Oh, she trying to change her name because she in second place. She shamed. But go ahead.
Huh? Okay, so Brother Kwame has said something to me about the book. So I want to read the title of the book that we are reading in the Aspect Study Group. And it's a rather long title, but here we go. Deconstructing aspects of the social constructions of race and racism in Western culture. How and why African Americans are educated into a state of dumbness by America's nigger factories, highlighting the need for African-centered education. By Bonacci.
Have
you heard of the book?
I seen the book.
That's a long ass title, ain't
it? I mean, is the shit good? That's ridiculously long.
It's an excellent read, and right now, I suggest people come to the class just to read this book. But right now, it has talked about. Right now, we're on the part where let me read this part. The ideological components of white nationalism and privilege are normalized as vital foundational aspects of American society. So basically, this is what what we read about yesterday, about how some of these things that are unnatural things posing as natural things, normalized things, that is put out there basically from white nationalism and our aspects of white privilege, and they have become quite normalized to where, a lot of people don't even see it.
All right.
Can you think of anything that would fall in that category?
I'm still trying to digest the words. Hold on. Well, yeah. You asked the question the other day. The question you asked the other day was about multiculturalism, right? But really, what I hear when people talking about that is, you know what I'm saying, extended white stuff, shit. You know, it's just like extended white discussion and shit for me. You know, it's like it don't exist because how can I put it? The European culture, white supremacy is put at the center of everything. So everything has to, in a sense, fit into that lens or it don't work. So when you're hit with the challenge of being multicultural, you're basically being told that you need to find a different way to teach white supremacy. Let's see, he will be here on February. Okay, and Brother Kwame put up, he will be here on February 7th, 8th, and 9th to speak on the Star Watchers on Nia Day, couple workshops on Kuumba Day, and a Sabiat on Imani. All right, so we already got that arranged, right? We got to make it happen. Okay, so the guy book who y'all reading, Kwame is saying that he's going to be here in February. Is that true?
Correct. Kawi is bringing him in February, so it would be nice, if we could even get people to come participate in the reading of the book, and then you can actually get to meet the author of the book. And the book was written, I want to say, in 2019 or 2018.
Uh-huh.
So it's a fairly recent book.
Okay.
And he touches on Trump in the book and different things that we are dealing with today. So,
Kwame say, an example of what you was talking about is the idea of hiding what someone wants to find within 20 boxes of paper information.
Say that again? You was breaking up, I'm sorry.
It says it's the idea of hiding what someone wants to find within 20 boxes of paper information.
Okay, yeah, I got you.
So are we talking about solely making it overcomplicated? Yes, no. Unnecessarily complicated? Because that's some of the stuff we run into in dealing with what we're dealing with out here in this world, But so you suggest that you say this is a good read. So this is something that you saying that Brother Hatim might need to take his Friday nights and come on out. Was Kwame there last night?
No, Kwame wasn't there last night. And we didn't get to get into the book too much because that was our first night back at ASCAC over on Livingston, doing it on Livingston. So, there was kind of a worst part of the building I was going to be in because they have the other study group.
What you mean? What you mean? Y'all was over there. I'm confused. What?
The bookstore is no longer open on Mount Vernon.
All right, family, y'all heard this right now. This is one of the reasons I'm writing the article or writing the mini book that I'm writing right now is because one of the bookstores that we had is closing down. We got people that invested.
Well, they've actually moved it to their home. They no longer have the brick and mortar.
Right. The bookstore is still closed.
And due to, why they had to close that location. Mm-hmm.
But part of it was, it's hard to get support for some of the shit that we need. You know what I'm saying? Come on, fam. And it ain't that we mad at you. I don't want y'all to think that we mad. I'm one of those that be like, y'all wasting y'all money buying them cigarettes and them rims. I ain't one of those. I ain't coming at you like that, but I'm saying we need to start figuring out how to do better on both sides of business, as the business owner and as the customer. What can we provide as a conscious community to a base of customers that they will only buy from us and that they will buy on a consistent basis? I'm just saying, we got enough mind power here in Columbus to think about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Are we willing to pay cultural taxes? You know what I'm saying? In Gye-Nyame we do. You know what I'm saying? Really when it comes down to it, it's a fucking cultural tax. You know what I'm saying? Because if you want to have a culture, you got to be willing to break the bread. Really, because the culture needs economics to survive. And for some reason, we keep marking out economics like it's not an important part. And then within that culture, we also got to learn how to deal with the fucking politics, because not only can we train our kids to deal with politics outside, we know that there's politics that go on the inside of everything that we do. We don't call them politics sometimes. We use terms like fuckery, bullshit, processes and procedures and all types, you know what I'm saying? But we have all of the pieces. It's just a matter of recognizing what they are and start dealing with them in a realistic fashion so that we could really start producing some of the small things that we need to move forward. I'm just saying. Because like I said, I wrote a piece of my article to Navita and had her laughing because I said, Ash, the title of the chapter is Ash is not a problem. Ash is an opportunity. Because I'm using Ash as an example. But anyway, you got some other news for us, Navita, or you want to continue to talk about the book? Because I don't know shit about the book.
No, that's it. I might call back in a minute.
Don't hang up. Don't hang up yet.
Why?
Because I want to throw out this bombing in Iraq. We can't be part of this community and just skip right past this shit. Now, we can't do that. You do know that Trump just bombed a general. Not just a general. With this motherfucker's position in Iran, it's sort of like Vice President, General, Chief of Staff. It's like, what you think about that?
I know they said that the United States would have to pay for that. My main here's why it doesn't concern me as an individual, because if they retaliate in some type of terrorist attack in this country, in order for the United States to even care, it has to be a terrorist attack against whites. So I don't hang in a lot of white places, so I'm not worried about that. But there is some buildings, like I said, downtown, the federal building downtown, or the court building downtown, I should say. They most of their clients coming through those courtrooms are black. So if there was some type of hit on a place like that, there would be a lot of black lives lost. That's where that part concerns me. But I just don't think that they're going to hit any place where the majority of the people are black. Because the government will be like, thank you.
Well, now check. You said they'd be like, thank you. But we've been wanting to get that Roscoe's chicken joint up off this motherfucker anyway. But anyway. But how can I put it? I mean, I call this a smoke screen. I mean, this some straight gangster shit. I mean, wasn't everybody just talking about impeachment last week? Right? I mean,
yeah, they were.
Right,
yeah.
right. This motherfucker, he switched the whole game. Fuck it, I'm gonna start a war. Ooh, can we start a war? Yes, Mr. President, you can start a war. Okay, start a goddamn war. What can we do to start a war? Well, you kill somebody important in another country. What countries is a good chance that we could beat? Well, you got Iran. Well, Iran. You got North Korea. No, not North Korea. I like that little guy over there. Iran it is. Let's do Iran. Who could? Well, we do know a general is going to the airport.
See, honestly, I don't even think that impeachment shit that he gives a damn about it at the end, because it has to go through, what is it?
It gotta go through his. It gotta go through his fees. It gotta go through. It gotta go through the Senate.
And the rest Republican, majority Republican. So honestly, I don't even think that he gave a damn in the end. I think that was a smoke screen that he really gave a damn. I think he may have gave a damn more on a personal level, like, because that motherfucker is egotistical.
Right, so he still cared.
But to be concerned that he was really going to be put out of that office, I think that was no concern to him. And with this bombing thing, I think he did that not as a distraction, but that's just the type of motherfucker he is.
You think so? You think he just gangster like that?
I think he just gangster like that. He don't give a fuck, especially somebody non-white. He don't care about that shit.
Just drop the bomb. Fuck it. Right?
Fuck it.
You know.
Let the chips fall where they may.
Right. Fuck.
And guess what? At the end of the day, my people still want to support me. And that's all the hell he care about. Because he could do anything. That impeachment shit ain't going to happen. And he knows that.
So you say all right, so if you don't think it was about the impeachment, you just think that it was done just to be done. I mean, anybody else that want to call in, let's have this discussion. Brother Kwame say he has to go through the Senate with Justice Roberts serving over them. In word, please. That's Brother Kwame. But go ahead. I'm just saying, so you just...
No, I just think that... In word, please. Okay, yeah. I just think that motherfucker just is like that. Sometimes there's no rhyme or reason behind some of the things that he does. He just does it because I don't like this guy, and what I'm gonna do.
All right. So I'm on the side of boom. There's something else going on that we need to be really looking at. There's other stuff that's going on, and I think because there's a lot. Because I'm like, it's a lot of stuff I think they're trying to take focus off. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot better things we could be doing rather than worrying about going to war with Iran. You know what I'm saying? That's 35 million. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's like, I'm talking about it's like 35 million that they could call up for some. What?
Sasha found her card.
Good. That's good. I'm glad Sasha found her card. So, I'm just all right, cool. So let's fuck that. All right, go and hang up since you wanted to hang up in the first place. Family, is there anything else that we need to talk about? Go ahead. What? I'm just saying. I just wanted to throw it out there. I want to throw it out there because this was the topic, and I'm sitting up here looking at this, and because I have young people in my life that are of the age of because between 18 and 25, they got to register for that drive shit. I don't like the fact that motherfuckers can willingly, just willy-nilly do shit that might cascade throwing this nation into a war where poor and black individuals have to go out here and hit these fields for these motherfuckers. Let's be clear about it, because it's only so far that the drones and that the Air Force and that the Navy is going to be able to take us. They're going to need motherfuckers with feet on the ground And most of those people are going to be our little cousins. I'm too old. You know what I'm saying? Cleveland will be of age in the next 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Because this, once again, we're looking at something because we just came out of a forever. I mean, it's like it's been we've been at war since I was 30. I mean, people don't really think about this shit. We have been at war since I was 30. I'm 51. Maybe before I was 30. We first went into Iraq. Then we went into Afghanistan. Then we was in Iraq and Afghanistan. Then we kind of pulled out of Iraq, focused on Afghanistan. Then we back in, you know what I'm saying? Then we went into Libya too. So we've been at war for 21 straight years.
20? Oh God.
Now, but this is the issue. I want y'all to think about this. With these other countries, we was able to destabilize them a little bit and move in, right? I don't think you're gonna be able to destabilize Iran like that. I don't think it's gonna roll quite how it rolled with Saddam. You know what I'm saying? And even with Saddam, it didn't fall. It fell, but it didn't fall in the way that they thought. Because we were supposed to go right in and come right out, right? Afghanistan, we're supposed to go right in and come right out. We got a nation, right, that's possibly able to pull up millions. And after you bomb this dude, because to the Iranians, right? I want y'all to think about this. To the Iranians, this dude is like, how can I put it? This dude is like Obama to them. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like he on his way to the airport. And they blow his ass up. Be like, yeah, we did it. Motherfucker, we goddamn right, America. America! Fuck yeah! Y'all remember that song from the little puppets and shit? Right? But the point is, one part of my concern is, one, smoke screen, what else is going on that they're trying to take our attention off? We know one of them is reparations. Another is, boom, once war is declared or some shit like this is going down worldwide where we got beef as a group, we know it's easier for them to look at people like that will think like us and be like, fuck that, you're not taking our minds off of what we supposed to be discussing as black people. No, we can't talk about that right now. It's about America. It's about us pulling together. Right? Where eventually a lot of us will be able to be targeted because we won't fall in for the regular talking points about all of us working together. It's like, fuck you, you started it, you gonna handle that, but still, motherfucker, I want my reparations.
Daddy, look.
Good job, you found your car. Alright. So
it was behind you. It was behind my bed.
Okay, so y'all gonna take me to lunch. Spend some money.
No.
So, but you know that's part of the issue that we have to deal with, because it's like we are the cannon fodder. It's our young people in the military. We got to realize that, right? So a lot of this stuff, when it comes to the Marines and it comes to the armies being feet on the ground, it's us. It's our relatives. I got a young man right now that came up through my school that I know for a fact is in the Army. And I don't even know how many are in the Army that came through Millennium while I was there. I mean, shit. I've been there, 9 years now? So if they left in the 8th grade, this means that I have 9 years worth of young people who would be eligible, or just, let me say, at least 5 years of young people who will be eligible to go to war, maybe in the military now, because there's nothing else out there for them. These are the conversations we got to be having, right? You know what I'm saying? Because, war supposedly produces money, but war also produces a mind state that makes it dangerous for individuals like us to really be talking about the things we need to be talking about, because we will be going outside of the you can't wear that shirt. It's now summertime. It's real life here, Gye-Nyame Journey. You need to go find a loan. Don't ask me why not. Just go on. I want you to go look in the mirror. Better yet, why don't you open the door and step outside without your little jacket on and see why you shouldn't be wearing that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes experimentation is the best way to learn. But anyway, family, you know, that's my concern about that. But hold on, we got some other stuff in the news that we're going to look at.
I'm wearing this.
You what?
It's not that cold.
Sasha?
But I'm wearing it.
Sasha?
Huh?
Come on, baby.
Yes,
All right, so let's go into some of the news. Then we're going to get up off of here. Call in line 614-556-4535. Once again, call in line 614-556-4535. For those out there that are like, Brother Hatem, where is my ambrosia? You know what I'm saying? It's getting ready. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if you want the original, I got it right now. If you want the original, I got it right now. I made a couple of other ones, right? I just thought about that while I was doing the toast. I slipped up bad. But anyway, so I call it, make him a once-in-a-lifetime deal. So I got this thing on here about, will there be a draft young people worry about after military strike? You know what I'm saying? I don't think we got to worry about that right away. But as we move on with the and America's running out of options for how they gonna deal with this wealth gap and with no jobs. What's up, baby?
Can I make me eggs?
I don't care. First off, I told you to stop putting all that edge stuff on there, and then on top of that, take them tags off your clothes.
That's why you.
All right. We ain't gonna have to worry about it right now. But probably time, but Cleve will be 18 in 4 years.
18? Why?
He'll be 18 in 4 years. You know what I'm saying? And what does America do with a population of individuals that can't find work, possibly can't find work, right? They don't have space for them. You know what I'm saying? There's reparations. You know what I'm saying? Reparations is going to be an ongoing struggle. And, for those of you that's been dealing with me, I wasn't talking about necessarily receiving anything in 2020. I know that this is a marathon that we're running. You know what I'm saying? So what does America do with young people when there's no space for them in the economy? Right? Because the story that they was telling for my generation and for motherfuckers right now is not going to work for the next 5 years. Y'all just not working hard enough. There's plenty of jobs out there. You want a job, all you gotta do is go out there, they're everywhere. Right? That's not gonna work. Because eventually enough people is gonna be like, look, I genuinely was trying to get employed. You know what? I'm gonna be honest. My broke ass wanted to drive Uber for a little while. You know why I couldn't drive Uber? Because my car was too old. I want y'all to think about that. Car was in shape, but it's just too old. So how many other people out there who wanted to get extra income, that needed extra income, could not actually do that type of work or do that type of, because it ain't even contracting, do that type of, what they used to call it in the, Kwame help me, what they used to call it, sharecropping. Because that's the 20th century sharecropping. And what we have to start understanding now, we are moving into a system of lords and serfs. This shit is, and it's like nobody really understands this shit, right? Where in a sense, we are getting into an economy where nobody owns anything except these big corporations. Think about that. Think about the shit on your phone. Think about new businesses, the big businesses now that's popping off. Airbnb, Uber, you know what I'm saying? All these, where's a digital content helping you find actual material things that you don't actually own. You know what I'm saying? And if you do own them, you are putting them up so that other people can use them in some form or fashion. So the company is making money for connecting two people with needs, right? The company is the one that controls the software, so they get all the money. We're moving into, so now what's happening is that we have an economy where the only groups that own things are rich lords. Like Google, Amazon. Think about it. Think about all the movies. People be talking like, what's up?
If your last name's Rich, does that mean you're rich?
No, baby. No, I know plenty of broke riches. Gone. What is that smell? I can't stand it when y'all be putting on all this perfume. Y'all can't do that around me. I don't give a damn. Get it away from me. I don't like it. Oh my God. So, like I said, at Gye-Nyame, we got this, right? And it took me a while to figure out how to watch it. Even though I didn't watch it. I still ain't watch it yet, right? I mean, I said through some of it, but the issue is I don't have a DVD player. But it took me, I got an old computer. So I'm thinking about it. I said, damn, my computer got one. But the point I'm making is I don't buy movies like this no more. I don't buy music like this. All my shit is online. A lot of our business is online. A lot of the banking is online. All that shit is controlled and owned by a few. So we done moved all the way back to serfdom, and most motherfuckers don't even realize it. When was the last time any of y'all actually got a real, and this is even, ever got cash from your job? Okay, cool. Let's take, because that's farther back. How many of y'all actually got a check from your job?
Sure, Shake It Off by Taylor Swift. Playing on YouTube.
Oh, you better not play that shit.
He's sorry.
Alright. So,
Shake it off.
but the point I'm trying to make is, family, we are being controlled in ways that we don't even that we haven't even comprehended as of yet. Many of us are. Go get the mail, baby. I got to be, when it's just me and my girls, I got to be aware when, what?
There's something with four
Just give it here, baby. Give it here.
We gonna be
Give it here. All right, here. Give me that other one. I just want to see if it's anything for me. All right. But we're moving into an economy that a lot of us, I'm still working on understanding. So I know a lot of us that don't even, you know what I'm saying? It's like we don't understand what we're involved with. We're in the age of super billionaires. And and it's like, we're caught on the other end of that saying, look, I can still create something to produce wealth when these motherfuckers are extracting all the wealth and making sure that it stays frozen at the top. Now, and we're trying as an individual trying to get our wealth. Now, 1 or 2 or 3 of us might slide through, but this is why it's important for us to start thinking about tribing up. Real life at here, that's right. This is why you got to tribe up, because now we have to combine our efforts in order to get, baby, if you don't get away from me with that lotion, go somewhere until that stuff wear off. I keep telling y'all, stop putting that. Y'all can do that when your mama here. Y'all can't do that with me. I don't like it. The colognes and the perfumes and the especially the artificial ones, it does something to me. I don't know what it is. And like I said, I'm about to get off of here because my daughter done spread this shit all over. She done sprayed my sons that axe shit, and it just does something to me. And you done tore that computer up. But anyway, family, there's a lot of stuff going on that we don't even understand, and we need to really get some of our minds behind and some of our young people's minds behind it so that we can really start understanding, because there are descriptions out there to kind of let us know where we are. You know what I'm saying? Rather than just being lost. And a lot of us think that it's going to be the individual effort that get us up out this shit. No, it's going to be the tribe effort. It's going to be the group effort. It's going to be us combining as a large group that's going to move us, help move us up out of this shit. Because one, we're going to be pushing shit up in their face as far as what's owed to us, as well as learning how to close the loop on our community, controlling those borders. See, going back to this whole Donald Trump shit. This dude was killed. This dude was assassinated because America, or at least Donald Trump, believed this motherfucker was violating some type of border. Not just, see, because let me be clear. When I'm talking border talk, I'm not just talking about the lines that separate areas. The areas that can be separated as actual line is thoughts, philosophies, rules of conduct. It's certain things that every country and every group has that are considered borders. And you have to be willing to kill or die to defend those borders if you ever want your group to stay alive, to stay pertinent. Now, in the movie American Gods, in the last few episodes, they focused in on the story of the leprechaun. I can't remember his name. They focused in on the story of the leprechaun. And the leprechaun started going crazy in his origin story because other tribes started letting Christians in. And he felt that it was his responsibility to keep them out so that his way of life, his worshiping base would stay with him. But when when they start opening up the borders, this is when he started going crazy and started being forgotten by his people. And in many ways, this has been happening to us for at least 400 years. We have not, at least for the first 250 of them, we weren't even allowed to set borders. And then when we set borders and we started doing commerce with each other, and we started doing the building up the economic framework for it, other people could come in and destroy our shit and get away with it. You know what I'm saying? Now, what we're saying today is we have to go back and we have to start really building it up and making sure motherfuckers know that they can't violate our borders. You know what I'm saying? Or they're going to do, because in many ways you got, in many ways you got to do like Donald Trump did. Look, he violated. Boom. Fucked up as it sound. Whether it's a car bomb, whether it's somebody coming out with an article like they're doing right now with the 1619 project. You know what I'm saying? Where they're attacking it. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I might need to send you a digital thought bomb. You know what I'm saying, motherfucker? You can't just be attacking our shit because you mad and you white and it's not and because you didn't say this is okay. We deciding that the information that we're putting out is okay, and you need to do like we had to do for a bunch of years and just sit down, shut up, and suck it up. Right? No, you ain't allowed to say that. You know what I'm saying? We got to be running around here apologizing for bullshit all the time. You know why? Because you don't have borders. And we don't have motherfuckers that we could set, how can I put it? We don't have individuals that can stand up for you unapologetically. You know why? Because we don't have the economic structure for that. This is where the Nation of Islam have a lot of us beat, because their ministers are economically, in most cases, economically independent of common society. So yeah, you cut off their money, but shit, they gonna get theirs. And we got to learn that as a conscious community. If we want people to be able to stand up for us, we got to make sure that we're able to feed those people that stand up for us. In many cases, we have to do it like guerrilla warfare. You know, with guerrilla warfare, what will happen is that the motherfuckers that's going to war with the individuals that's usually invading, trying to take their land, is that the regular soldiers will be able to go out, attack, and run and disappear but they didn't disappear in the woods all the time. They would actually disappear among the population of the people. And the people would secretly feed them and take care of them because they understood that these individuals were standing up for them and standing up for their culture and standing up for their right to govern themselves. We don't do that shit. You know, a brother that stands up for our community could be homeless and broke and be bad, and we could beg for money at their funeral. And I done seen this shit because we haven't developed the infrastructure. We haven't developed the mind state of a tribe to understand that the tribe has needs and the tribe needs to be protected and the village needs to be protected. And it's incredible, family. It's incredible, and it's amazing. What's even more amazing to me is that we have survived this long. You know what I'm saying? And we may have not survived for some of the reasons that they telling you that you survived. I'm just saying. What do you mean, Brother Hatim? You know what I'm saying? Every country needs a bottom calf. So they might have kept us around just to be that. Because us operating the way we operating, we're hemorrhaging, we hemorrhage money every month. Every payday, we hemorrhage money. It just flows up out of us. But hey, y'all call in 614-556-4535 and stop me from talking. Y'all know y'all can't just let me go on like this. I don't know why the family ain't just saying shit. Y'all just quiet. Is anybody out there? Am I just talking to myself? Which I'm used to. I can do that shit. I don't mind. Now, family, for all those that do want some of the ambrosia, right? You need to let me know now because I'm about to make up these final batches. Now, those of you that did not place an order earlier, I don't have any special flavors. All I got is original. I'm about to go down here. I'm about to bottle it up. I'm about to call my regular folks and let them know I'm making deliveries. But I do have a few extra bottles if anybody wants some. Also, family, remember to support us because right now we're going into fundraising mode because we're trying to get ready for the Malcolm X celebration. Goal is to raise $5,000. $5,000. So that means when you buy a pair of shoes, when you buy a shirt, when you just throw us a tip, when you hit us up on the Cash App, this money is going towards us, towards our community, being able to throw a quality Malcolm X celebration in May. And it's going to be hot. We're going to make it hot. So family, if there's no call-ins, if there's no comments, come on now. We're going to roll out. But, once again, last time, call in line 614-556-4535. There's other articles on Gye-Nyame Journey Timeline that you can check out. And we can do a little bit of talking about them tomorrow. Let me go and get these people's stuff ready and get on this road with my kids because my daughters look like they dressed and ready to go. Gina in there washing dishes because she thinks she about to get some money. Money motivates, I guess. I ain't say nothing. All right, but family, I'm about to get up, get out of here. I wish you peace. Who this?
Kwame.
What's going on, brother Kwame?
And so,
I checked out that American.
Gods.
I was about to say American Negro, but American Gangster.
Oh, okay.
So somebody had, I guess, decided to novelize the movie. So I, it was a rather quick read. So there used to be one of the boundaries. Well, hell, I mean, it was a regular gangster boundary that was set, and that is, look, handle your business, but you do not, attack children or the women.
Mm-hmm.
Am I wrong?
No, you're right. You're right.
Okay, so now I go to the American Gangster. And, first of all, you got that, the corrupt 4 to 6 cops, or I think it was four horsemen, I think they called them. But anyway, those 4 to 6 corrupt cops who, when Frank was otherwise occupied, they went into his mother's house, slapped his wife.
You said slapped his wife.
Took his money.
Right. Right. Go ahead.
Took his money. But he was told by his mother, who was relaying an Alabama custom, that he should not attack a police officer. So what do we make of that? I mean, what it reminds me of is, of course, the protection that a lot of women would take over their boys because they saw what happened to their husbands, their brothers, and their fathers.
Right. Right.
But if that's a boundary that should not be crossed, and we let that boundary cross again and again and again, then, what do...
Is it a boundary? It's no longer a boundary.
There's no boundary left.
Right.
Right. I mean...
It's no longer a boundary. See, we have allowed ourselves, or how can I put it, part of the birthing process for us in America, we became a borderless people. So basically, this society could do anything they want with us. You know what I'm saying? For a long time, they could do it. I don't like you, I'm going to sell you. Don't like you, I'm going to hang you. I don't like you, I'm going to cut your balls off and set you on fire. Don't like you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And for so long, we had to exist under that. Nobody ever really had to make a treaty with us about respecting our boundaries or, hell, respecting our bodies. Because you poor, you black, and you in America. You in the beast of the white supremacist system, so take what we give you. As a matter of fact, you will apologize to us before we apologize to you. And what we're saying as Gye-Nyame Journey, what we're saying as Tyree Village, what we're saying, and we're trying to get out to all of our people out there, it's time for that shit to stop. Listen to me. When motherfuckers cross borders and break rules, because this is one of the things that kept black men in check for a very long time. And I want to be very clear with you, because you can even see this in Brazilian slavery. I could whoop everybody on this motherfucking plantation's ass, but I have a woman and I have children. And these motherfuckers have shown me that they have no ethics whatsoever. So I will punch this motherfucker in the face. I will knock his horse down. I'll outrun their dogs, but my children and my woman can't. So I have to humble myself and follow your rules. Why? Because you will retaliate against what you can hurt.
Right.
But you won't do that. Y'all didn't do that in Europe. You know what I'm saying? Because with Europeans, y'all have certain rules. Hell, y'all even got the Geneva Convention. It's certain shits that you're supposed to be able to do and certain shit that you don't do. But with us, all the gloves is off. So we stayed humble and we stayed in our place to protect those that we love. This is why in many ways, black men will subtly, if you listen to them, even disencourage you when you're young from, in a sense, falling in love. And, because until you get involved in that shit and you realize that now the noose is tied, dog. I'm stuck.
Go
ahead, I'm sorry.
I want to ask this question in relation to what all you were talking about, because, again, it ties into this notion of bucking, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, looking at warfare in Europe, one of the habits of, conquering your enemy was not only, getting his wife and children, his daughters, but it was bucking the man in front of his wife and children.
We ought to be clear on that.
That was one of the ways they thought of as showing that they had conquered.
And we've been getting bucked ever since, huh? Family, because one would have to ask the question, or hell, at least I had to ask the question, well, this whole notion of just, quote unquote, breaking, the black male in front of his family and all. Where did that come from? So that's something that just got here when they got to America, or so I found anyway. You're right. I stand corrected. You're right. Because they did it to their own. You're right. Hell, first night rights. You ever think about that? You know what I'm talking about?
No, I haven't.
The Lord of the land, in certain traditions, had the first right with every virgin that got married. So that was in what's that crazy ass Roman emperor Castigula, I think his name was. Right. Yeah.
I think it was something like Castigula or
Caligula.
That don't sound right to me, but
Caligula.
Caligula, yeah. That's what that dude did. Not only did he, take the first right with the man's wife, but he took the first right by shoving his fist up her would-be husband's ass.
Showing that I am the dominant here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got to understand, family. And this, like what you said, because the mom repeated that to Frank Lucas, supposedly, that this is just a movie, to remind him of his place. I know you make a lot of money, but there's certain things that we just don't do. There's certain things that you can't do. You understand what I'm saying? There's certain things that you shouldn't do. Because you got to keep in mind, they're not going to necessarily come for you, baby. You understand? So we have to develop the mind state to understand what we're dealing with and how to appropriately respond, especially because this the piece that I understand, that if there are consequences, motherfuckers won't cross them.
Right.
If there are consequences. See, because now if you look at that scenario in the movie, that was one of the straws that led to Frank finally turning himself in and turning over evidence against him, because hell, if I'm gonna be up in this position and getting fucked by everybody, I want to do some fucking too.
Right.
So the police could just come to my house and just invade my space, slap my wife, slap my mom around and shit, and I can't retaliate? You know, I mean, and a lot of people, you know, I can understand that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, you know, because what would stop him from putting a bomb in the motherfucker's car? What should stop him? Other than the love for those, I can't send my whole family away. And most of us, in the position we are in, we can't, I mean, shit, I can't afford to send my family to Bexley right now. You understand what I'm saying? Let alone out the goddamn country. Mm-hmm. So that they could be protected. But then once again, where can you protect your family against a motherfucker that can sit in Colorado in an air-conditioned room and drop a bomb on a motherfucker in Iraq? Precisely. You know, this is what we up against. You know what I'm saying? And not that it's hopeless, family. Not because when you're dealing with the concept of Ma'at, you got to be able to distinguish the real from the unreal. A lot of people are living in unreal, imagine. A lot of people are living on illusions. And the piece that I want to do is we got to be able to tear down illusions so that we can take a look at the monstrous shit that has us engripped and realize that we as African Americans are still in a position that a lot of black folks around the world used to look at us for. They said that the revolution worldwide would not jump off until we woke up. I still believe that shit. I know I be screaming ADOS because I'm not separate. My issue is I recognize ADOS and the claim that are being made and the lineage piece that they are talking about. But I'm not disconnecting myself from my African roots. That's just me. You understand what I'm saying? That's just me. I understand my connection, my genetic connection. Go ahead.
No, I mean, but and that's a number of our thinking. I know I've explained it in much the same way. And, and the fact of the matter is that on my being able to connect to our African ancestors, the bearing that it has on me relating to those who don't necessarily want to. My only concern is, are you down for being properly repaired for the damages that we've suffered here? That's my concern. Yeah. Now, how tight, in a manner of speaking, we rock together, that may come into play later. But, like I said on a number of things, I ain't got time for foolishness, man.
No time for it at all.
I just ain't got time.
And unnecessary battles. We don't have time for foolishness and unnecessary battles. You know what I'm saying? Because but let me stress this, because there's a lot of beef going on the internet right now. As far as ADOS, FBA, that's for family. Realize what that is. That is tribal warfare. Period. Tribes establishing their foothold or boom, that shit's gonna happen regardless. So, you know what I'm saying? Just ride it out. You know what I'm saying? If you on the side, then go and bang out for your side. Tribal warfare has to happen because this has to happen before we all start coming together and understand that there's a common enemy. There's a common threat. And I know a lot of y'all, because a lot of y'all think that this shit don't happen for most people on a philosophical level. Some of y'all are blessed. Y'all, you don't need to burn your hand to understand that when your people say it's hot, you don't have to feel hot to know that it's something that you don't like. Some of us got people in our family that needs to feel hot in order for them to understand why everybody was like, don't put your hand there. I wouldn't put my hand there if I was you. Don't do it. Some of us got to still experience it. Some of us can't learn secondarily. We need the first level of learning. We need to be able to experience. Some of y'all have the ability to be able to philosophize and think shit out and be like, well, damn, I don't know what the pain feel like, but I know I don't necessarily have to or want to go through that.
You know, I'm the second youngest of 10 siblings, and you know, I was extremely blessed in that regard because I got to see a lot of the mistakes my older siblings made, and I made it a point to avoid them as much as I could.
Mm.
And so, and again, I mean, you know, that stresses or adds to what you were just saying, in that, look, when you've seen somebody burn their hand enough, you know you don't need to go that route. That's something you can avoid.
A lot of people don't. I mean, it's like, but there's
like when I tell you zero's a number, know it's a number, and without it.
Why you gonna bring it back? Why you gonna do that, man? We was having a good conversation. We was having a good conversation. Y'all see the switch in this shit? Did y'all just see this? That's some bullshit. Yeah.
Oh boy.
But he says zero is a number. That's your thing, so I won't argue with you. But the point that we're trying to make is that everybody don't get the same lesson in the same way. And what we expect is for everybody to get stuff the same way. Everybody's not going to get that. Some of us are going to have to get out in the street and actually get hurt. A lot of us might have to get burnt. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people are really, just coming into this information and feeling that they have discovered something that's brand new. And they can't imagine why everybody else don't got this shit, because they are new at this shit. You know what I'm saying? How long you been carrying this burden? Wondering, brother Kwame, why everybody else don't see what the fuck been going on? How long you been carrying that burden? How many barbecues you had? Huh? How many barbecues you had to bite your tongue at?
Man. Oh, boy.
You know, come on, fam.
You know, it's...
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's like you... No, I mean, it's like you said, though. I mean, there's... So, you know, a real quick analogy is the Western education system. They don't come to you and say, what do you know, Hatem? They come to you and say, do you know what I know? And then they don't give you a context. They just say, okay, tell me what you think what you think I know that you know. And so without any context, you go to give them an answer, and they'll change the whole context within their own head and say, no, you're wrong.
Right. Right. So you trying to hit a moving target. You trying to hit a moving target.
There's no winning in the system like that. Do you know what I know? What the hell are you talking about, man? Give me some context.
But bro, I'm about to go and get y'all stuff ready, and I will be calling you to make sure that it'll be okay for me to drop this stuff off probably in the next hour or so. I gotta get my girls ready, and we gonna hit this road.
All right.
So, family, I want to thank those of you that's been tuning in to Gye-Nyame Journey, our Toast and Talk. We had a marvelous conversation with Brother Kwame as well as Sister Navita. This is not long because we only been on air an hour and 33 minutes.
Well, that's a lot for me.
So, family, I want to thank y'all for one love, bro. So we about to get up off of here. I'm gonna get my stuff together because I need to go somewhere so that I can get focused and type and allow my children to run around and do some stuff that they need to do. and be safe. So, family, this is Brother Hatim. I want to thank you for taking the time to tune in to Gye-Nyame Journey Media. We are out. Yeah, go ahead, stop it.
I want to read what it says. Daddy, are you done with the show?
I'm done with the show. I'm still on YouTube though, and Facebook.
You already added the title, right?
No, I'm about to add the title now.